We're taking this back to the floor where it all began. This is why I can't film on the floor. I get distracted and I tend to lie down. What's up, everybody? So I'm back from Europe. What? So I was gone for Europe for an entire month, pretty much the month of July. I know it's still July, you weren't gone the whole time, but I left at the end of June. So it was exactly 30 days that I was gone. I want to make a video on my whole trip and all the cool things that I did, but I'm gonna do that in the next video. I have to plan out the shots and the stories that I want to tell you guys. So in this one, I just want to tell you that I'm back. Bye. I want to share with you guys a story that happened to me in Naples. I was in Sorrento, Italy. Sorrento is this cool town off the coast. It's beautiful, and I was there for 3 days, and I had to get over to Naples because I was flying to Athens at 4 a.m. the next day, and Naples, like, the airport is right there. So it's around 7 o'clock at night in Sorrento, and I board this train. I was like, oh, I'm ready to go. I got my backpack. I got another backpack in front. Typical tourist. I get to the train station in Sorrento. Sorrento is one end of the train line. Naples is the other end of the train line. So here's the problem that I have with Naples. First off, how does anybody take that place serious? Because the name is way too close to the word nipples, okay? Secondly, Naples is heavily run by the mafia. So it's a pretty lawless city because there's a heavy mafia presence there. So I get to the train station, I get my ticket. They're like, you're gonna be on track number 2. So I go up to track number 2, and I see this train, and I'm like, please do not be my train. The doors are open, everyone can board on, whatever. Covered in graffiti from top to bottom. I could barely see out of the window. The graffiti was that thick on this train. Nobody on the train. There's like me and like maybe one other person just sitting there. Hot as hell, there's no air conditioning, obviously. Because Europe doesn't believe in air conditioning or good Wi-Fi. I sit there and slowly, it was supposed to leave 5 minutes after I boarded, but it ended up leaving 25 minutes after I boarded. So it had time to really get packed and crowded. I had a backpacking bag. It was actually this bag. It was this bag, but it was loaded with stuff, so it was all puffy and full. And I had a backpack with my laptop, and then I had a camera case. This is a lot of stuff for a subway, so I had to put it on the seat beside me. It eventually gets too crowded. There's nowhere for me to put the bag, so I ended up just squishing it on the seat next to me. I get it, it's annoying, and I hate those people too, but I needed to because I had so much stuff. We get to the first stop. I believe it was like around Pompeii. And this lady gets on, and she decides she wants to squeeze in. She starts speaking in Italian to me, and I'm like, no Italian, only English. She like shakes her head, just like everybody in Europe. No offense to Europeans. I love Europeans. A lot of them are super arrogant to anybody that isn't from their country. France, forget about it. If you speak English, they're gonna think you're American, and they're gonna automatically not like you. It sucks, but that's how it works. She sits down in the seat, looks super aggravated because I didn't know what she said. She's like fanning the shit out of her face with these fans. She's like clearly really upset. So I'm like, oh, this is so uncomfortable. So I'm sitting there just trying not to look at her. I have my sunglasses on. I can't look out the window because there's graffiti all over the side of the window. The next stop comes, and she decides she wants to get mad that my bag is touching like the tip of her toe. She had enough leg room. But let's pretend this is the big bag that I showed you that was in the closet, okay? So it's there. She decides she's gonna stand up and go like this. She starts taking my bag, and I'm like, at this point, everybody in the entire train is now looking at me like, who is this guy? It looks like I'm mugging her. The big fiasco, a big like distraction she caused. This is where I think I got pickpocketed, because as the distraction was happening, my bag, this bag actually, was sitting on the chair like this, and I'm over here trying to pull my bag away. She starts fanning herself again. I'm like, please, there's nothing else on this train happen. People came on the train, started doing chin-ups on the bars. They started doing these loud like soccer chants, I feel like they were. It was the most uncomfortable train ride I've probably ever had in my entire life. I'll never do it again. Long story short, I got to the hotel, opened my bag, I see that my bag zipper was open, like this. Cell phone was gone, souvenirs were gone, and I was pissed. So yes, there you guys have it. That was this week's video. It was just a quick story I wanted to share with you. It was an unbelievable trip that I'll probably, and I know I will never forget. Even next time I go back to Europe, I'll think about this trip. Really good experience, met amazing people that I will hopefully stay in contact with. So now I'm back in Dallas, back to reality where I gotta pay freaking phone bills. It sucks. Actually, there is a pretty cool project that I'm working on that I can't wait to share with you, which will be hopefully next week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for sticking with me through this summer. I know the upload was a little shoddy, but I did my best with the Wi-Fi I was given. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to my videos if you haven't, and I will see you in my next video. See you guys later.